Smile stupid alert didn't wanna show yesterday.
Hello everyone. Now you won't be able to hear Tiana for like a split second, but this is how it's gonna look. Welcome to the first stream, the first podcast. I'm gonna undeafen and then we'll kind of go from there. I'm not gonna do too many introductions yet because that's kind of what we're gonna talk about. But thank you so much for the sub night. Congratulations on getting first. And hi Bubsa. Hello. Yeah, don't mind that you can't hear Tiana. Hopefully this runs smooth. Hopefully this runs smoothly, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll just wait for Tiana. How's the music compared to my voice chat? Please let me know. Don't mind me, I have a pen. We agreed at 3 minutes, Tiana. You're a minute over. Music good? Okay. Good. I want to make sure. How's everyone? Awesome. It's Taylor Swift right now. We might get water parks later though. Where is Tiana? Tiana, come here. Hi, Zabby. Hello, welcome in. Hello. I'm glad everyone is doing great. I'm glad people actually showed up, which is, I was very nervous about that. Does Tiana know that Tiana's deafened? Oh no, Tiana's lagging. We're expecting technical difficulties. We didn't get too much practice with this. Oh no, there's an ad break coming. Luckily, all you guys are subbed. I don't know if I need to go into Tiana's chat real quick. I don't think I have Tiana's thing open. Let me open Tiana's stream.
Chef's kiss.
Oh my gosh, I see me. I'm gonna say I'm here waiting.
Hi.
Ow. Hi, how are you?
Why did the music get loud again? I'm existing.
Okay.
Also, I don't know if this is the same thing for you, but I turned my stream for like subs only, and apparently it did not work.
I only see subs in my chat. Are you sure? Because the first time I did it, it didn't work and I had to
Wait.
redo it. Go to your stream manager
But
again
it
and check
literally
it
has
out.
it on subs. It's still there, Ash. Uh-oh. Oh no.
F's in
I'm
the
dropping
chat.
frames. This is not great.
F's in the chat.
Uh-oh. This is not good. It's lagging because of me. I'm the problem. It's me.
Look at you quoting Taylor Swift. You're quoting Taylor Swift while I'm listening to Taylor Swift, which is great.
It's because of my best friend. No, why does it be...
The 90-second ad break is starting.
This is so loud. Music, shut up. No!
So I think Tiana's gonna be cut by frames a lot this
We really
stream.
do need a, like...
Am I good? Chat, how's my stream? Good? Good? Or is it great? Because I feel like it's one of them. If it's not, oops.
No, you're good. The issue is mine.
Like, is it like just you lagging or like what's happening on your end?
My frames are dropping.
We love being a VTuber.
Ah! I hate this. I'm sad. I can't even type now.
I'm using my pen as like a conductor.
Send the
That's okay.
damn
You're in here
message.
now.
No! This sucks.
Do you need me to type in your chat?
I'm gonna cry. This is not going. No.
That's okay. Hey, Bubza, you're always
I
welcome
can
here.
hear you, but you can't hear me.
No,
And
I can
I'm
hear you.
lagging, and I'm sad.
I can hear
You
you.
can?
Yeah.
Oh, well, my frames are dropping in OBS. No, because that's just, I assume it's just gonna put on sub-only chat. But, I mean, it could be wrong. Well, this is the stream of technical
I
difficulties.
literally told Tiana we had to do a stream of just
I'm gonna
Tiana's
stop
technical
streaming for a
difficulties, by
second
the
and
way.
restart.
Okay, chat, here's what we're gonna do while we're waiting. I'm conducting an orchestra to Taylor Swift.
Fucking... Uh-oh.
Tiana, can you hear me?
I'm in purgatory.
Knight says, I'm on mobile and on my end, Tiana sub only toggle
Yes.
isn't on. Should I try and toggle it?
Well, is it like sub-only chat? Because I turned on sub-only for like the stream itself.
Knight will send screenshot.
Fuck, I forgot to get my phone cord. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna start a stream again. You might see me fall asleep because,
Chat, this has now become Ash's podcast. Are you ready? Hello, Ash. How are you doing today, Ash? I'm doing great today, Ash. Thank you so much for asking, Ash. Thank you so much for having me. No problem, Ash. I'm very glad you could make it. I have a whole bunch of topics here that I would love to talk to you about. Oh, great, Ash, because I'm wanting to talk to you.
Fucking hell. This makes me so sad. I'm very sad
C-Bubs is down for
right
an Ash
now.
podcast.
I'm so sad. Why are my frames dropping like crazy?
I would help if I
I'm
could,
so sad
but I
right
have
now.
less knowledge than a walnut.
Oh, congrats, Zabby, on being first. Hi, Zabby. Hello. I don't know what to do. I like stopped stream and restarted it. That normally fixes the issue, and then I restarted my internet. But no. I hate it here. I'm gonna cry. I'm really... Uh-oh.
Chat, you're gonna get a Taylor Swift lesson.
Uh-oh.
This lo-fi song is called The Archer. Tiana is dead now. So that's great. This is the song called The Archer. This is off of Taylor Swift's Lover album. And it's also one of the songs on the Eras tour. I know nothing else about
Uh-oh.
it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Man. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. This makes me sad. This is not going well.
'Tis not.
No.
You are watching. Oh. Yeah, why are you in here,
like...
Shurum? That's weird. It says audience subscribers only.
What I'm saying. You know, I think I might know what the issue is there. So it says that they'll only send like a push notification to subs, which is not the same as like saying like the audience is only. Do you know what I'm saying? Ugh. I'm so sad right now. Nothing is working. Uh-oh.
No, because Sherm would have something
fucking no, the internet would out again. No. Oh my god, Zabby, congrats on being first again. I'm gonna cry. I am going to cry.
Bye.
I love my Wi-Fi. Ash, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm here.
Just very delayed, okay. This is going so poorly on my end. I'm so sorry, man.
But it literally says I can.
Hi, Ash's chat. How
We're vibing.
How do...
Thank you, Zabby.
We are?
I'm vibing.
Bro, right now,
Tiana, go burr.
Very burr.
Thank you,
Very
Zabby.
burrito. Oh, great.
Yes.
We're still dropping frames. This might be a... You're going to be the one that's gonna have to stream this, Ash, because...
That's okay.
I'm so sad! What the fuck? Uh-huh. I'm really sad about this, actually. Okay, I'm gonna stop stream. I'm gonna just radio. So that at least everybody who's here who would like to watch it can watch it on your end.
Mm-hmm.
This is ass, and I'm mad.
I don't know what... I don't know why.
I am gonna... Dun, 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 dun.
Tiana, thank you so much for this, not the sub, for the raid.
Actually, can you say, hang on. Where is it? Can you say thank you for the sub real quick? And, like,
Thank you so much
yeah.
for the sub.
Asks for celebrate.
Thank you. Here's
Okay,
give me
I'm
some hand
gonna...
loves.
I'm so sad right now. I don't think anybody understands. I'm gonna have to briefly go and get my phone charger. Even though, like, I have one that's plugged in right now. I'm mad. Nothing is working the way that it's supposed to. Nothing. So, would anybody be appalled to me going to go get my fucking phone charger?
Go.
Okay, I will be back in like 2 minutes because the one that I need is down some stairs.
Okay.
But I will do my best to be quick.
That's okay.
Please.
This will be Ash's podcast again.
I'm so sorry. Nothing is working right.
Wait, so what does that mean, Zabby? During a subscriber stream, anyone can access your channel for a free preview, and each stream is automatically tagged via Twitch. Wait, so Zabby, does that mean that they get like a free preview and then they're kicked out, or how does that work? Slightly confused. Okay, thank you. Anyway, I have a whole list of stuff that we're going to talk about on here. This is a picture that a kid drew me a while back. And it fell down, so I thought I'd write on it. It's Jasmine. You guys want a preview of what we're going to talk about? There you go. Yeah, Tiana's snoring. See here. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Thank you so much, Zabby. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya so very much. Let me take a sip of root beer. Okay. We're like 20 minutes in, so this stream will probably go on for like an hour and 30 minutes. It is working. Yes. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Anyway. How is everyone? I want to talk, but like I want to wait for all the talking for Tiana. Gotta love technical difficulties. Anyway, how do you guys like Tiana's setup? Tiana's setup is very nice. Yeah, Tiana keeps tweaking. Whoa! Hello? Hello? Tiana's haunted. I agree. I do think Tiana's possessed. I don't understand what's going on.
What?
You've been tweaking. You've been tweaking.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah, there's no other way to describe it.
Like, do you mean like I've been like moving like really weird?
You've been moving weird, but like sometimes you'd be snoring and then sometimes you'd just like do like a little twitch and then sometimes you'd be moving like you were here.
I was there, but I had to like keep like I had to plug in my phone, right? And
Mhm.
since my phone is like how, like my movements move. Um, yeah. I had to plug my phone in, and it was a little weird. I moved my mic away. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna pop out your chats since you're the one who's streaming right now, so I can.
Do you want me to start
Look
the
at that.
introduction?
Yeah, we'll introduce ourselves.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the podcast that has not been named yet because we found out that a certain name that we wanted to name our podcast is already taken. So, welcome to TBD. My name's Ash. How is everyone?
What if that was actually our podcast name?
TBD.
TBD. I think that would be kind of funny, actually.
It'd be
But
very
we'd have
funny.
To check to see if that. Anyways.
Oh, Zabby got answers on the whole sub thing for like sub only streams.
Oh.
Do you want the info?
Oh, I mean, I would. Do I need to go into the?
No, I can explain it to you real quick. Pretty much non-subs get a preview and then they're kicked out and like they're prompted to sub.
I see. Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay.
So that's how that works.
All right, that makes sense. Okay. Hi guys, I'm Tiana. If you didn't know, I am a lovely VTuber cat girl, who tends to have technical difficulties all the time.
What? So, how this is gonna work? During the podcast, we're not going to be really responding to comments. We will have an end segment where we will respond to all your comments, all your questions, and go from there. Feel free to comment, talk to each other, react with what we're doing. But just to keep it more podcasty instead of streamy, we're going to be more talking to each other. We will see what you say. But yes, everyone loves TBD, by the way.
It's such a.
I kind of like it, to be determined.
It's a good name,
but it's so good that it's probably taken.
It probably is. So yeah. Ash already kind of went over this, but we aren't really going to be responding to chat until the end of stream.
There are so many to be determined podcasts, by the way. It's a sports podcast.
Is there TBD colon Ash and Tiana? Or Ash and Tiana colon TBD?
If there is, I'm suing. Okay.
But also we are going to keep the VODs in apparently like sub only mode or whatever the fuck it's called on here. And then we'll upload the VODs on YouTube.
I'll figure out a way to get it to you, Tiana. We'll figure it out one way.
Yeah, you can just send me the VOD.
Yeah.
But
who's glitching out, Bubsa?
It's probably me.
Well, you keep peeking out.
Oh, I love that for me. Hang on, let me see if I can at least...
Tiana, yeah. That's okay.
Fix that.
But it's not to the point where I can't understand you.
Yeah, but like... Come on, that makes me sad.
Yeah, everyone's saying peeking.
Okay, hang on, I'm turning down my audio in Discord. Or like my input. So I hopefully...
You can offer names. I'm still figuring out the whole Discord thing and why it's not allowing you to like post in there if you were gifted a sub. So maybe put it in suggestions for now, because that's public.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and get started? Yeah.
So you may be asking, why are we doing this? Well, Tiana and I are in a Discord almost every single night, and we just go on we just have conversations that need to be shared with the world. And
yes.
I was hinting at Tiana for a few weeks, like, hey, we should like totally start a podcast, JK. And then Tiana's like, wait, we should start a podcast. I'm like, oh my God, what a great idea. And
I know, I have wonderful ideas. They're the best.
and we kind of did like a little like sneak peek preview during Tiana's birthday stream where we were talking about Heathers, and it seemed that you guys enjoyed it.
Incorrect. We did not do a little sneak peek preview. We just started talking, and then after that, I was like, yeah.
Sneak peek preview before Tiana knew what it was.
I knew what it was. I knew. I was just lying to myself.
Yeah. Okay. So, our next topic, like speaking of like how this whole started, like with Heathers and musicals and whatnot. I like musicals, but I don't know much about them. So, Tiana, let's talk about musicals.
Okay. I am a big musical fan. I have seen a bunch of musicals, both on Broadway, off Broadway, touring Broadway casts, things like that. And one of my favorite musicals, I do want to briefly talk on this, is Heathers the Musical. And when I was doing my birthday stream with Ash, we were talking about it. And Ash, not knowing anything at that time about Heathers, started talking about what she thought Heathers was about. And it was so funny.
I've seen Heathers now, by the way.
Talking about, yes.
Not the
but
musical.
You were talking about a candy store. Being like,
I still think it should be a part of the play. I mean, I think it's a very confusing topic. I mean, one of the Heathers, rich Heathers, could have a candy store, okay? Like a very successful one. And the store would be exactly the same. Anyway.
But yeah, I did want to briefly bring that up because that, I feel like, was kind of the start of this whole podcast. But recently, the musical that I've been into, and I have been into it before, is this musical called Big Fish. And Big Fish is such an amazing musical, and it's very nostalgic for me. We performed it at my high school. I say this like I was in the production. But I
Your high school,
really
got
loved
it.
the show. Yeah. Our high school. Oh, don't give me that face!
Whenever I say my high school, you're like, excuse you.
Well, you know what? Guess who went to it first?
Guess who went to it last?
For like 6 months.
Yeah,
And then you left, so.
I did. I graduated early.
Guess who was
I'm
at
so
it?
smart.
Guess who was at it a little bit longer? Anyways.
The
Guess who
teachers.
graduated with 2 diplomas?
2? How do you... Oh, is it
Yeah.
like the AP and stuff?
No, IB, but yes.
IB. See, I tried out that stuff and I'm like, it's not worth it. I'm like, I just want to get in and out of here. I'm not doing any
Okay.
extra work.
IB is a cult. If you don't know what it is, good.
I'm pretty sure that most things are a cult. Like with the definition of cults, like everything is a cult.
Oh my god, we should talk about how we went past a cult. Like we drove past a cult.
We did drive past the cult. So, little story time. I am fascinated with cults because I didn't think that they existed anymore. And then I was going on YouTube and I came across this YouTuber called Reckless Ben who infiltrated a cult. This cult is called the 12 Tribes Cult. Hold on, sorry, I gotta readjust. I'm not very comfortable. And so the 12 Tribes Cult, they have communities all over the nation. And just like seeing how these people lived and how brainwashed they are and what they... with the YouTube videos, I saw like a little bit with what they believed in. It wasn't until like I was with Tiana until I realized everything. I'll let Tiana explain that in a minute. But Tiana and I are going to a cat cafe, and the main way that this cult earns money is because they have these delis all across the world called the Yellow Deli. And I'm pretty sure they have other like companies too, but that's the main one. And it's like 2 minutes away from the cat cafe that we went to. So me being fascinated, I kind of just like wanted to see how they would try and grapple me into this cult. I was just like, I just want to experience it, because like I've never been like picked for anything in my life. Like I wanted to experience it, even if I'm like, no, thank you. And so we decided not to go. I'll let Tiana explain that. It's still something I would like to experience, but I feel like that's just because of stuff, you know. I would never make Tiana go in there.
Curiosity for you.
It is.
But I think I would die if I walked in there.
Just a little bit.
If you didn't know, I looked up the 12 tribes. What is it? Yeah,
the 12 tribes cult. Well, I told Tiana that it's like a cult, and then Tiana's like, cool, and then I'm like, yeah, like you don't know what it is, and Tiana's like, no, and I'm like, look it up.
No, I had never heard of it. It's not one of the cults that I, immediately think of. Not like I think of a lot of cults, but so I look it up and I start reading the Wikipedia page and I'm like, oh, so they're anti-Semitic. Oh, they're homophobic. Oh, they're xenophobic. Oh, they're racist.
They're everything phobic.
Yeah,
practically.
So, I told Ash, I'm not getting out of this car. If you want to go there, you could go inside and I will sit in the car, because I think one of us would walk out and the other wouldn't.
Again, it's something I would like to experience someday, but I'm also not willing to have my friend be murdered.
Yeah,
also, this cult is started the Marshall Fire, which, if you don't know what that is, it's like one of the biggest fires in Colorado history, and it burnt everything. Yes. But the reviews on Google, like their food's really good.
It says their food's really good, but like they're a cult.
They're a cult and they started a fire, and like they're just not great, but like their food's good.
The reviews are kind of funny.
Let me look up.
Like their food's good.
You talk for a minute. I'm gonna look up their hold on. The yellow deli.
I'll briefly talk about the Marshall Fire. So, I remember when it happened because I had just taken a little break off of school, and I was going to school at that point in time in Boulder, and I remember going back up to Boulder just briefly, to go and like do something, and the drive up to Boulder was so
Theo's here.
sad.
You can't see him, but he's here.
There were Theo. I see Theo. High five. Oh.
Well, I'm gonna move over a little bit and.
Did he give you like a fake high five?
Yeah, he psyched me out.
I was like, okay. But yeah, it was just really sad because like everything was like black and burnt, and there was this hotel that was completely destroyed by the fire. I'm like, that's awful. So, there's so many bad things about this cult, and them just like, because it did start on their property, and it's not like it was like a fire that just started because of whatever reason. This was not an accidental fire. It was like,
it's probably like some ritual or some shit like that.
Yeah, it was alluded to being like arson, essentially.
Yeah. So I have a review. And there's definitely more that I want to read after this, okay? This is from Brian Soban, 4 months ago. Also, when I read, I lose track a lot and I kind of combine words, so bear with me here, okay? Food, 5 out of 5. Service, 2 out of 5. Atmosphere, 3 out of 5. Recommended dishes, carrot cake. By far the most uncomfortable dining experience I've ever had. The food was great and it's a very unique ambiance, but the employees who work here made us feel very uncomfortable. From the start, we would not get a straight answer for what was popular or recommended, which made ordering tricky given there's a wide variety of options on the menu. Then at the end of our meal, they gave us a religious pamphlet that talks about the cult that they are all in together. It was empty for a Thursday lunch, and I questioned why and how they're open 24/7. Do yourself a favor and sort. Don't you dare scratch my chair. Don't you dare scratch my chair. He's like, okay, bye then. Do yourself a favor and sort by lowest reviews and see why locals avoid this establishment at all costs, which I will do now. Let's see. Yeah, they're just all cult. I'm trying to find a good one. Yeah. You want to talk more, Tiana, until I find a good one?
Sure. Talking is my specialty, totally.
I just liked one of the comments.
Why did you like a comment? Like, I'm sure it was on accident. Another thing about it is that a lot of people said that they really like the vibes inside. They're like, oh, it's like very like Hobbit-esque, like Hobbit hole-esque, and it's just really cool inside. But like, I don't. Why?
So
that's my one question. Why?
So went here without knowing. Classic Boulder. But this restaurant is run by the 12 Tribes cult. It's too bad because it's a cool interior and they have great food. But it's not worth supporting them. Don't give them business. Great food. Yeah. Everything is just like the food's so good.
But they're a cult.
But they're a cult. So, but like also it's just like if their food's so good, I kind of want a sandwich.
Like, could you, like, imagine, like, your favorite restaurant, like, turns out to be a cult?
Waldo's? Could you imagine Waldo's, like, being like, we're a cult?
I'd cry! I would cry. No, I would cry.
So after that day with Tiana, I kind of did more research on them, and I'm seeing if I can find, because they have like a specific, I found their website. They also have a YouTube channel. I'm subscribed to it because I would like to watch their videos because it's like crazy how brainwashed these people are. But you can visit them, learn about visiting. You arrange a visit for 4 to 5 days, but if you're really enjoying the rhythm of our life, an extended stay can be discussed. We hope you will come spend some time with us. And you can find like the nearest community, and like their website is crazy. Like even the pictures on it is just like, how is this not creepy? Like, let me send a picture to Tiana really quick.
Also, another thing about the website is when I went to like look up like the place, and I looked at the website, it was like, this doesn't seem like a cult, this just seems like some really religious people. So like the website's all nice and pretty, and they veil things very well in it, so if you didn't know, I would totally understand.
Well, Tiana, look at girls chat really quick, and look at, like, this is their homepage.
I'm looking.
That is literally a scene from Midsummer. This is like the 12 Tribes cult like webpage. Okay, you saw the Yellow Deli webpage. About the
Yellow Delis.
But like they have like an actual website. Your website or your messages weren't sending for 5 minutes. That is very sad.
No.
But like they have a podcast. What is their podcast called? Time to Gather at that time.
They have a
12
podcast?
Tribe 12 Tribe podcast. I might listen to it, to be honest. I have like, I don't know why I'm so I think I'm so fascinated with it because I just thought it didn't exist, and now this is like a whole nother part of the world for me, especially since they live so close. But also like I'm pretty sure that a part of like this cult's mission is to, if I remember correctly, is like they need to get like 12,000 virgins, and then they sacrifice them all, if I remember correctly.
Yep. I remember that from the videos.
Did you watch all the Reckless Ben videos?
I don't think I watched all of them. I think I watched the majority of them. But like I just like, they were so heavy, I had to like take a break, and I haven't thought about it in a very long time.
So like what this dude did, okay, he infiltrated a cult, okay, and he was pretty much like commenting on stuff that they don't believe in. So he's just like, yeah, my girlfriend says how she thinks that like she's bi, and they're like, oh, you gotta like bring her here so like we can convince her otherwise. And then the girlfriend was actually his friend. And another thing they don't believe in is the boys having longer hair than girls. And so he had his friend that's a girl cut her hair like 2 inches shorter than his, and like when she showed up, and they like flipped out. And so anyway, he was just like, this cult was trying so hard to like brainwash them. And at the end, so like what this tribe or what this cult tells you is that every person is an owner of the Yellow Deli. And that's like how they get away with not paying you, because they take all your money, they take away everything from you so you can't leave. And so what he did at the end, once the cult find out that they were like recording him and whatever, he ended up going to the Yellow Deli and says like, oh, you said I'm part owner, you can't just take that away from me. And like pretty much had like so many of his friends join the cult, and then they would leave. And then they all like infiltrated this Yellow Deli, and it's just like, we're the owners now. And the police came because, you know, the cult called the police, and the police were like, well, I mean, that's the rules. Like, they can be here. It was crazy. But
I guess
yeah.
another thing that I thought was really crazy in those videos was when his like friend that was playing, like essentially acting as his girlfriend, he was like, this is my fiance, we're getting married soon. And the cult was like, no, you're not, no. And then he like created like this whole like story where like she was like deathly ill, dying.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I need to leave,
Like she's dying in like a day or whatever.
And they're like, okay, like if like she's dying in like a day, like God will like make sure like it that's his will or whatever. Wherever they're like, I can't remember the exact name of the deity, but
no, it was crazy.
It was crazy.
And then he's just like, she died, and they're like, oh, because they don't believe in medicine either. They don't believe in medicine or doctors. But oh my gosh, that like it still like baffles me. And I watched, there's this, I forgot what this lady's name is, but she was kicked out of the tribe because they got she got too sick, and I guess too many people have been dying in the community that like the cops were onto them, so they're like, you gotta leave. And because if you go to a doctor, you're like breaking the law or whatever. And so she has slowly kind of just been reintroduced into society, and she has just been explaining how her life was, because she was there for so long and she had kids there. And it's absolutely insane. From going from like cults don't exist anymore to like they are in the same state that I am. It's shocking nonetheless. I don't know.
Also, I would like to say this was the most spontaneous topic.
This is why I said we kind of just see where it goes.
Yeah, I think that was a good little
segment. That's like, you know, like on YouTube videos where like you have like you can like see what they're talking about.
Yep.
Cult. Anyway.
Yeah. I think I want to move on to our next actual topic.
The next planned one.
Yeah.
Musicals.
That would be us.
How did we go from talking to musicals to cults, by the way? Because you were talking about Big Fish.
I was talking about... No. Okay, so here's the thing. I started talking about Big Fish.
Yeah.
And then we started talking about like school and like how I had like 2 diplomas.
Yeah.
You were like, how do you have 2 diplomas? And I was like, it's because of IB. And then I said IB is a cult. And then I was like, speaking of cults. Anyways.
Musicals.
So that's how we got there.
I've only like the only professional one. Unless you want to move on, it's up to you.
Okay, so we'll stick to musicals for a little bit more.
The only professional musical I've seen was Wicked. I saw that in Idaho. I had a really bad day that day, so like, I mean, I enjoyed myself, but at the same time, I was traumatized. And then I saw some musicals at my school. The one I remember enjoying the most was Sweeney Todd, and I thought it was really funny because, I mean, I had to watch it because I was in some theater classes. But the reason why I think it's funny is because I wasn't available to go see the after school programs. So I had to sit down with a whole bunch of middle schoolers. And they were simping over the dude that was playing Sweeney Todd, which was, he's so gay.
Yeah, he's very gay.
He's very gay.
Also, this is somebody who was a really good friend of mine in high school as well.
That's how I found out.
There were so many like people who were like thirsting over him, like so many girls specifically thirsting over him, and it was like, honey, turn your gaydar on, please.
I don't know, because I saw him on Bumble like a year ago, so I don't know. I was just like, hey, I know you. Uh-oh, Tiana frozen.
That's funny. Uh-oh. No,
I hear,
don't
no, you're
say
fine,
that.
you're fine. You just took a little burb.
Oh,
Just a little
okay.
burb.
I got a little scared.
No, you're fine.
I've seen a lot of musicals. I have seen 42nd Street, SpongeBob the Musical. I've seen Wicked, I've seen Frozen, Kinky Boots. I'm trying to think of all the ones that I've seen. I've seen Beauty and the Beast. These are all professional ones that I've seen. Les Mis. How did I forget Les Mis? Les Mis is one of my favorite musicals. Probably more than I'm forgetting, but those are the ones that I'm remembering off the top of my head. And
Too many to know.
I am a huge fan of musicals. I love all of the music. A lot of them I have like every single song memorized. Wicked.
I can attest to that because Tiana will just break out. Tiana's life is a musical. We'll just be chatting and all of a sudden Tiana's like, da 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 da.
Yes. Yes. I do live in a musical. My life is a musical. If your life isn't a musical, it's too boring. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Like, my life is a musical.
Why you gotta diss me like that?
I think, like, all day today.
You know what song I've randomly been humming that I'm, like, disappointed in myself? That new JoJo Siwa song that she didn't write.
Oh, I haven't listened to it, and I don't care.
Oh my god, you haven't seen the music video? It's like a whole thing now.
Well, not clips, but like GIFs.
Is it the one of the beach?
On Twitter, and I don't like them, and I don't care to watch the music video. No, but I'll.
If it, oh my god.
I guess I'll watch it after the podcast so that I can give you my like actual reaction to it.
Like that's something we're gonna have to talk about. I'm writing that down. We gotta talk about that next time.
Okay, you can write that down.
I'm JoJo Siwa.
What is your favorite musical that you've seen? And it can be professional, not professional.
Sweeney Todd, 100%. I mean, to be fair, I did see Wicked in the 7th grade, and I don't feel like I appreciated musicals that much. I just wanted to see it because it was very popular. But Sweeney Todd, at that point, I've never really seen a play or a musical that's been like a little darker, and I tend to like darker stories. And just seeing that, I loved the style of the music, just like the way the songs sound in general and the storyline. I loved. Like, I never knew our high school would do murder. I also helped build the set, by the way.
Yep. Oh, that's pretty cool.
I was forced to. I was in a theater 2 class, and they're like, we don't have enough time or people, so get to work. And I'm like, I barely know how to use a hammer. It's probably like a little illegal.
That's free labor.
Right? Well, I remember
funny.
getting some paint on my pants, and it's like I didn't know I was gonna be painting, so I was really mad about it. But that's my favorite.
That sucks.
But I have seen,
that's a good choice.
or
I do
like
love
I have
CD.
heard a lot of songs from Heather's on like TikTok and stuff, and those get like stuck in my head constantly. So I do think I would really like Heather's the musical if I see it. Just gotta look up slime videos.
I mean, Heather. Yes, you do. That's not true. Heather's musical has like some of my favorite quotes in it. So
Including your favorite one.
Yeah. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, of course.
Well, fuck me gently with a chainsaw.
I was so like, I never like said it, but I'm like, that is.
Love that.
Whenever you say that, I'd be like.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. I want to say this really quick. When you said the word popular, I hope you know that I had to like hold the urge to start singing popular from Wicked. I had to hold in that urge. Because I just started from the beginning.
I don't know the beginning. I just know you're gonna be popular. You're gonna be popular.
That's not even the start of the song.
I know. I'm just saying that's the only part of the song I really know or remember.
That's funny.
Yeah. Just because I'm looking at the time, I think we need to move on to our next topic. Unless you have any last words.
Okay, so what, am I dying?
Maybe.
Is this the end?
Welcome to the end of the world, chat.
Gosh, I'm dying.
I didn't want to tell you like this.
The rapture, guys, the rapture is being rescheduled for apparently April 23rd. If you didn't know.
Is that the end of the world?
We're going to move on to talking. Yes.
Wait, why April 23rd?
I saw like an article from like Fox News about it. I don't know. But
well,
it's
it's supposed to end like every 2 weeks.
Day, but honestly, like there's like a timer of like for every 2 weeks. This is the day that the world ends and then nothing happens. This is the day that the world ends and nothing happens. But yeah. We're gonna go ahead, move on to talking about something Ash is very
Can I introduce it?
about. Yeah, that's why I didn't say it.
My favorite movies of all time include these fellas back here. I love How to Train Your Dragon more than anything else in the entire world, okay? More than anything else in the entire world. And I make everyone watch these movies. And I've been a fan since day one. I've watched all the shows, I've watched the short films, I watched the movies, I'm in a couple of Facebook groups. I got those, I got a Funko Pop over there. I have a toothless onesie that I've had to adjust because they like scammed me, but it's fine. Anyways, so I think we should go movie by movie, and then we'll kind of explain why my emotions in the third movie when we get to it.
Okay.
What do you think of the first one?
I doubt anybody. Hey, let's give a little backstory. The backstory is that I had never really watched these movies before watching them with our friend group. So this was like the first time I had seen How to Train Your Dragon. Okay, essentially that's all the background you need to know. I thought the first one was definitely the best one that I've watched in the series. I enjoyed it. I really thought like Toothless was really cute, and I really liked all of the dynamics. It was really action-packed and everything, so I really liked it. I think now, like, thinking back on the movie, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. The first time I watched it was like a 7 out of 10. So you should be happy that my praise went up a little bit.
Well, next year it'll get to a 10 out of 10.
That might be pushing it.
Anyway, I really like the first one.
Sorry, Hang on, I'm gonna say one thing. There's a little bit more backstory. The reason Ash and I essentially were watching these is I was like, hey, Ash, we should watch Gerald's Game. Which, if you don't know what
No, that was
Gerald's
the
Game
deal for the
is,
second one. The first one, I just like, I don't know, I like guilt tripped you into it or something like that.
no. But here's the thing. I just wanted, I don't know why. I want everybody to watch this movie to see how bad it is. Okay? And there was no convincing me to watch the second How to Train Your Dragon, third How to Train Your Dragon, any of the shorts. There was no convincing me. And then Ash was like, well, you know, I'll watch Gerald's Game if you watch the second one. Okay? And we started watching the second one at some point last year. And then I got tired and I fell asleep and we didn't finish watching it until this year.
Anyway.
Mean faces.
You gave me mean faces. You gave me the loading screen face.
Well, I didn't mean to give you the loading screen face.
Anyway, I really like the first movie. I love, however, I don't like it. Spoilers if you haven't seen it. I really didn't like any point after Toothless goes into the monstrous nightmare cage to kill it. I don't like it. I don't like how they hurt Toothless. I like when Toothless goes into the water at the end when they try and defeat the queen. It like kills me inside. But I love it. Some of my favorite scenes of all time are in that movie, like when Toothless and Hiccup first bond with one another. And, you know, that whole scene, I love it so much. And then the first time they fly together where they like figure out how to work together, the music is so good. And just like the cinematography, chef's kiss.
Good reasons.
I think so too. So second movie, I think we have a lot more to talk about, specifically because of some things that Zabby said.
Yes. I will give my input on the second one. I didn't like it. I thought it was not a great movie. I like the initial part of it, the beginning. Mm-hmm. And like I said, this is spoilers if you haven't seen them for whatever reason. I thought that it was paced really bad, and they absolutely set it up for Hiccup's mom's name is Valka, right?
Valka.
Yeah, they like started setting it up for it to seem like Valka was gonna be the villain.
'Cause she was.
And I was like, okay, so like when does like she turn bad? I thought for like half of the movie initially, I was like, oh, so like she's Draco. I was not right about that part. I was confused. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. I thought there were like a lot of things that were really confusing about it. But it was overall just fun to watch with friends, especially with Zabby. Zabby had a lot to say about this one. If you don't know Zabby is another person who is in our
Zabby's
friend group.
a slime.
Zabby is a slime. He is the slime king, or at least one of the slime kings in our friend group, supposedly. But yeah, Ash, would you like to give your thoughts on this?
Yes,
movie and
I would.
About Zabby's
yeah,
stuff?
of course. So it's the second one definitely has its ups and downs. The reason why I like it is I feel like it sets up for the third movie. And I feel like it really builds on the friendship that Toothless and Hiccup have. Again, spoilers. This is the last time I'm giving a spoiler warning. If you're still here, that's on you. But anyway, I think that they needed a way to get Hiccup to be more independent because, you know, he was always worried about his father, or his father was always worried about him, so they needed to get rid of him, but they still wanted him to have a parent figure in his life. So they're like, let's bring back his mom. Now his mom was originally supposed to be the villain. They planned out like half the movie, if not the whole movie. And they're like, no, this isn't right. And I think that they also needed to make Toothless the king of all drag, like the alpha, because of stuff that happens in the third movie that we'll talk about later. I do 100% agree with Tiana about like the lovey-dovey story of it. I wasn't a huge fan of Stoic and Velka's like love story. Part of the reason why I like Hiccup and Astrid so much is because like it was very obvious that they were in a relationship, but at the same time they didn't overdo it. You know, they were more focused on the actual story. But you know, the second one went from it being about finding Draco to like a love story, a Viking love story, which wasn't really great, but whatever. So the whole time, Tiana is talking about how they hate the lovey-dovey story, and then Stoic is murdered by Toothless, and then Zabi's like, well, I guess no lovey-dovey story, and that was very funny.
Great. It was great.
Another thing that Zabi was just hated, and I agree with this because like most of the time when I watch it, I'm like, that's so unnecessary, is Draco with like his freaking yelling and like swirling his hand around his head. I
love that your mic peaked there. That was great.
I don't have my mic set to peak.
At least in Discord it peaked.
Oh yeah, in Discord it peaked. But and so every time that Draco would yell, Zabi would be like, I am done. Like, shut up. But Zabi was nicer about it. And then at the end, after Toothless defeated the bad guys and became blue, Zabi's like, oh my god, he evolved. Which honestly, yeah, he did evolve. Pokemon who? Pokemon has some competition.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same thing.
It is the same thing. They got different dragons who have different powers.
No.
Am I wrong?
But it was Toothless.
Yeah, Toothless evolved.
But it was... I can't with her.
We just saw Toothless's story, okay? Like what about like Stormfly? Stormfly probably has a whole bunch of magical powers we don't know about.
I mean, I guess, but that... Okay.
Or like Astrid's like Stormfly, like Tail Spike, you know, that's like Pokemon do this.
Okay, Ash.
That's what I think of the second one.
Yeah. Like Ash said, I wasn't a huge fan of the lovey-dovey story. I will say, like, it was cute, but it just like didn't feel like
it didn't fit.
It just felt so disconnected from the rest of the plot, because the rest of the plot was like so serious. Like even like when we're talking about like Hiccup finding his mom, it felt more serious. And then all of a sudden they're like singing and dancing and super happy, and they're like it just felt very out of place. Like, it was cute. It probably would have done better if it were in a short film. But it just felt very out of place, at least in my mind, for the second one, and I didn't enjoy it.
I also have to bring up Toothless's Hiccup's glow up. It was pretty good.
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice from him like going baby face to like perfect?
I don't like men.
I know, but like you had to have noticed.
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice his face changed at all? Or were you like, oh,
no.
Okay. No?
I'm just like, well, the thing is like, I don't know, he grew up. Maybe his face just grew up with him.
Puberty.
He looked... God damn it. He looked the same to me. He's still Hiccup.
Oh my god. I'm gonna send you a picture right now because, hold on.
I know you've said this before, but like, it's not like
Hiccup glow up. It's literally the first thing that comes up. Okay, I'm going to freaking send you a freaking screenshot and you're gonna tell me that this is the same people.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm waiting for it.
I just sent it. Those are not the same people.
I mean, it just looks like
he grew up. But like, you're like, oh no, he looks the same. He does not look the same.
He does look the the same.
What
He
are
just
you
looks
talking
older.
about? No.
He just looks old. Yes, he literally has the same.
Do
nose.
I look the same from when I was like a freaking like toddler?
Ash, if I like look at like some pictures you've taken, like in like height, like if I pull out my yearbook and I look for you, you look a little bit different. Like your face shape is a little different, okay? But you're the same person.
Yeah, because I got chubbier cheeks because I like am like evolving into a hamster.
Oh my god.
Do you see these
no.
things?
Oh my god, she's delusional, guys. Delusional.
I don't know what you're talking about. That is like the like tooth or not tooth. Why do I keep on calling Hiccup toothless? I got toothless on the mind.
Like, I mean, like your face does change over time, but it's not like your face changes 100%. And there's so many parts of Hiccup's face that remain the same.
Well, I mean, yeah, like there's similarities, but like the glow up. See, okay, I have to
There
bring
is
this up.
no
Bubs
glow
thinks
up.
you're delusional. Okay, if someone
I'm not. You guys are just. No. You're wrong.
you know, it's like what I told Sus. It's like I know you're wrong, and that's all that matters.
Oh, about Scotland?
No, it was something about How to Train Your Dragon. I don't remember what our argument was.
Oh,
though.
I remember what it was. It was
Huh.
about the third movie.
I thought it was before that. Anyway, I think
No,
just talking
this happened in the third movie.
talking about the third movie.
Okay.
Oh my
enjoyed the third
gosh!
movie.
I think Knight just wrote our names in Burkian.
What?
They have like a whole language
Why
for
does
the How to Train Your
N
Dragon.
look like an S? It's an S. What is that? I hate that. I don't like it.
Wait, then what is it if it's not Burkian? It kind of looks like Burkian.
It looks like it's Tiasa. I
Tiasia.
don't like it.
Oh wait, is this supposed to be? Is
Tiase.
this supposed to be? It's just a font. It looks like Burkian.
I don't like that font. I don't
Well,
like
now
it.
Knight, I'm disappointed.
Knight, I'm sorry. I don't like it.
Anyway, let's move on to the third movie because
Yeah.
I thought we'd honestly run out of topics, but we
No,
started a
we
half
got a lot
hour
of
late
shit
and we have like 20 minutes left for like for an hour.
Oh.
What do you
okay,
think of the
so
third one?
Enjoyed it. A lot more than I did the second one. It made a lot more sense. I think my favorite thing about it, and I know Ash is going to be like,
Don't you
"You're wrong.
fucking dare."
It's awful. I am gonna say it. Is I really did like. I was very surprised that I did like the ending.
Where's my
Initially,
knife?
your kniffy.
My kniffy.
That's a very unintimidating kniffy.
If I had Theo, I'd like shove him up here.
Oh, you
I
shove him
won't
up
show
there so
anything
that
that
he
will
can,
get me
like,
banned on
keyboard
Twitch,
his
but use your
keyboard?
imagination.
Anyways, I did like the ending where Toothless and Hiccup kind of went their own separate ways, but initially I thought it was gonna be kind of like how Wreck-It Ralph 2 ends, where like Vanellope and Ralph like essentially just live separately, and like they like still like talk over the phone, but like they didn't really like visit or anything. And I felt like it was very open-ended, and it felt very like it felt like it was right. It ended very well in my opinion for it being that kind of like emotional ending. She's rolling her eyes because she's wrong and she doesn't want to admit that she's
Don't
wrong.
you use that against me?
She starts crying in it.
I cry every single time I watch a third movie. Listen, in Wreck-It Ralph, they can go visit each other, okay? They just choose not to, okay? But no, dragons have to stay hidden. I don't know why Toothless was up there in the first place with like the Light Fury and his kids, okay? Anyway, they can't visit each other. They can like be like, oh, like, hey dude, like whatever. But you know, they can't like consistently see each other. And it is awful. And I kind of blame the Light Fury for that, because if Toothless was, or no, if Hiccup was saying like, oh my gosh, but like he wouldn't be happy, they'd still be together.
But like Hiccup like had to let Toothless enjoy life and get the
He
love
was
that he
enjoying
deserved.
life.
But he
Together.
wouldn't have had like his little girlfriend.
His girlfriend would stay. That's why she followed them back in the first place.
Yeah, but then somebody could come and kill them, so it's not safe.
That's when you kill them.
Okay. So, people that's still kind of like illegal, you know.
Not back in
Like,
Viking days.
Ash, I hate to break it to you, but like dragons did not exist in Viking days.
I'm sorry, but did you not see the end of the movie where like every time lava spews out of the ground and every time like we hear like the like I don't know like a whole whatever that spiel was that dragons are really here and they just had to hide and like the Burkians actually know the truth?
No, she's delusional. She's gone. She doesn't want to admit that like there was an actual genuine reason why Hiccup and Toothless are not like
They could be together. Like it's the whole friendship
No,
thing. I'm
they
tired of
couldn't.
friends ditching
It's
each
not
other for
safe.
love. Okay,
It's
listen.
not safe.
Listen, okay? Girlfriends, boyfriends, they come and go. Toothless didn't know if that was gonna work out. Friendship, forever. Forever.
I'm sorry. It sure did work out because they have like 3 little fucking dragon children.
And it could have been on Burke. New Burke.
Could have been in Newburgh, but then like the kids started like being like, I'm just saying, the kids were like, what if we go and kill the dragons? Because like Grandpa said dragons are evil.
Yeah, because
I'm
they
just
never
saying,
met
sure-
dragons.
Yeah, but like if they did, they probably would have like killed Toothless's babies.
No,
I
they
don't
wouldn't,
know.
because they would have met them and
You
they
don't
would have
know that?
grown up with dragons the whole entire time.
But they like were just talking about trapping dragons the whole time. So
Listen,
I
if
don't
you
know,
never
man.
if you never saw like a freaking hamster in your life and all of a sudden like one comes up to you, you'd be like, what is that? No, a hamster's not a right choice. Like a freaking like Great Dane,
Yeah,
okay? A Great Dane
I'm
or a
like,
lion,
Ash.
okay?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
you've
I'm
never
sorry,
seen
but,
one
like,
before, but then if you see one, if you see a Great Dane, you're like,
None-
it's fine.
Okay, if I saw a dog that was like half my size that I've never seen before, I'd be a little scared.
But like
I'ma
imagine
be
you
real
grew up
here.
with it.
If I was like half of my size, okay, so like let's just say I'm I don't know 5, and I'm like I don't know 3-4 feet tall, and there's a dog that is about my height. No, I'm gonna be scared of that thing.
Not
So,
if you
no.
grew up with it.
Yes, I would.
No.
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Well, you're wrong.
I think there's an easy solution to this. Can we just hit the reset button on life? And then
If you
talk
can
about
find
this in
one,
like
then
20
sure.
years?
Yeah. But you gotta find one first, okay? You find it, I'll press it, and I'll let you know in about 20 years, okay?
I just listen, okay? It's just like I feel like most stories nowadays just like, oh, you have this friend, but wait, you found like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever, or a partner, and then it's all about them, and it's always all about them, and you slowly lose touch with all your friends. That's not how.
Okay,
That's not how
but
life should work.
It made sense in this context. It wasn't like Toothless or Hiccup were choosing love over friendship. They were like, it's not safe for us to continue to be best friends in the same space.
So when Hiccup first gave Toothless the tail and Toothless like went off before he knew that it wasn't really safe and didn't come back and Hiccup had to go after him, that was Toothless choosing love over his friend.
But did he come back?
He came back because the dragons were trying to kill him. Kill Hiccup.
So he chose his friend over love there.
In that instance, because he had no choice.
Actually, he did. He could have just like gone to the hidden world.
He was in the hidden
His
world.
girlfriend. Well, he could have stayed in the hidden world.
If you have like a relationship with someone and you're like, oh my gosh, they're gonna die if I don't do something real quick, And and like when
That is making an active decision to continue friendship. Hiccup, like, to be completely honest with you, Hiccup was the one who initially was like, okay, Toothless, you can go.
Because he thought he'd come back.
Enjoy things. Well,
he was just like, go on a date and come back. He said it. He's just like, I'll be back by sundown at the latest.
Wow. Like, the dragon's got a curfew. The dragon came back, and then it was like...
He was forced to come back, and then Toothless kept on looking on into the distance, being like, I want to go back. I want to go back. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here with you because I want to be with my girlfriend.
Well, it's more like, okay, here's the thing. Like, it's not because he didn't want to be with Hiccup. It's more like the longing. It's like, I can't be with my girlfriend.
He didn't know that at that time. Because
yes, he did.
No, this was before Grimmel, like tranquilized both the dragons at the end and like kidnapped them.
I'm aware.
He didn't know.
Well, the thing is like, he's like, I can't really like leave like Hiccup because like Hiccup needs me, because this was at the point in the movie where Hiccup was very dependent on Toothless's success with things instead of him attributing success to himself. You can't disagree with me there.
What I'm saying is, okay, hear me out, okay?
Okay, I'm listening.
Someone is trying to kill all the hamsters on Earth, okay? And then Sweetheart's like, I don't want to be with you anymore, and then just tries to go away.
I hate to break it to you, but I feel like Sweetheart would kill me in my sleep.
You're not wrong.
I know. Maybe it's not a good example. If you didn't know, Sweetheart is my hamster.
I don't know if Sweetheart's a hamster. I think that she's like a murderer disguised as a hamster.
You were very accurate.
Like I would okay. Listen, the first time I like babysat Sweetheart, like she was a sweetheart, and then the second time she was like trying to attack me, and so like I had on like my thick winter gloves when I held her, and she'd be like, she'd like be.
It was so funny. No, but I remember when you were like, oh, you know, like Sweetheart is like the sweetest like hamster like I've ever met. She's just, you know, like just sits. She's so calm and everything. And I'm just like,
cause she was. I don't know what you did to her.
Are we talking about the same hamster? No, that was whack.
She freaking tricked me. Like, I don't, like, she's just like, I need to be nice, so the next time that she watches me, she'll stick her hand in, and I'll just, like, make her lose that hand. And then, don't you dare touch her rocks. Don't you dare touch the bedding. Don't you dare touch food, otherwise she will charge at you.
And this is a dwarf hamster, by the way.
Like this big. Like this big.
Like she is tiny. She is tiny. The rocks in her cage are bigger than her. She has yeeted the rocks across her cage. I swear.
There's a video of it.
It's so wacky. She's so strong. She's very loud. I will never understand her sleep schedule.
Because she's not a hamster.
She's insane. No, she's not. She's a demon.
But like, at the same time, I'm like, I can get old Sweetheart back. And that's like why I hold her. Because I'm like, maybe if she realizes she can't cause me pain, she'll just give up. She doesn't give up. She really doesn't. Like literally, like in my glove, she will like be like, I'd have her like this, so she'd bite my like the glove right here, as she go, and she like try to drag me. And like literally, like her whole butt would be like, I tried to like pull back.
I think, should I like briefly like talk about like why her name is Sweetheart?
Yeah.
And like how I got Sweetheart?
Yeah.
Essentially. Okay, so if you didn't know, I'm a hamster mother. I have had / currently have a total of 3 hamsters. I currently have one. And that's Sweetheart. And I'm not a fan of getting rodents from pet stores because of the way that they source rodents. It's not very good. It's not very
That's
ethical. If you want to
awful.
look into that, it's terrible. And also, it honestly, like, their health isn't really great if you're looking at that too. So I'm not the biggest fan of quote unquote adopting rodents from pet stores. I'm very much an advocate for either rescuing one or getting one that was bred by a breeder. So I went to PetSmart one day and they had a cage that had a note on it that said, "We have like overstock hamsters, like dwarf hamsters. We have no space for them. So you'll get like a hamster for free if you donate $5 for charity." And I saw this little tiny winter white dwarf hamster, and I thought she was so cute. I was in love with her, okay? And my mom was with me at the time, and I was like, I really, really want her. And my mom was like, sure, if your dad agrees with it. So I talked to my dad about it on the phone, and eventually, begrudgingly, he agreed. So I got a hamster. And the reason her name is Sweetheart is because I like all of my pets to have food-based names. And she had, when she was a baby, she had this heart, like it was an actual heart, like on her back.
Correction, on her ass.
I didn't want to say ass, but yeah, it was there. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And my mom was like, well, like, why don't you name her like something like Hearts or something? And I was like, no, I want it to be a food name. So if you didn't know, like, the conversation Hearts, that is like candy. So I think of them as like sweet hearts because they're like sweet candy. And they're obviously heart-shaped, which is why her name is Sweetheart. She is not a sweetheart. She is a demon spawned hamster, but she is adorable. She is a very active old woman. She is in her old age, her golden years, and she is living them to the best of her abilities, throwing rocks, chewing on her little ice cream truck house, and putting a bunch of bedding in her sand bath.
And then attacking you if you try to move it. Like,
yeah,
attacking you. But, like, here's the thing. I'm the kind of person who I'm like, I can tame any animal, like, any rodent specifically. So, like, no matter what she does to me, I'm, like, convinced it's just, like, just her acting out, you know? It's just, like, it's okay, dude.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Ash is, like, actually, like, a Disney princess.
If you go on my TikTok, you can see me call a squirrel over at my old college, so.
Yep.
I mean, not to brag or anything. But, like, I really am.
Yeah.
I think with that being said, I think we should move it on to questions because it has been an hour, unless you want to continue.
Unless you wanted to continue, I think that's a good stopping point.
I think it is a good stopping point, and I have, like, a lot of things that we can continue to talk about on our next segment. Again, I mean, we'll figure out this in the future, but I would like to have like a couple episodes on like backlog VOD wise, just in case life happens. But so, you know, I mean, even though the VODs will come out bi-weekly every other week, like, you know, who knows, we could like record whenever, but we'll let you know. We'll record once Tiana figures out technical difficulties.
Leave me alone. That means we're never going to record.
Oh no.
What do you mean? You literally...
Okay, chat. So this is the time where we acknowledge you. It was really hard. I know I like slipped up a couple times acknowledging people. But please add any questions, comments, and whatnot, and we will answer. It'll be very awkward if you don't, so please at least someone. If not, I'll make an alt account real quick, sub, and then go from there.
That's funny.
Thank you.
Cinder.
That's a really good point, Cinder. I do think that Tiana was completely wrong on the third movie.
Cinder, I thought we were best bros. You literally called me on the phone.
To tell you you're wrong.
You have called my girlfriend on the phone and me, and you come in here saying all that shit.
Oh, look, he's arguing with you.
No, you don't get to say sorry. You don't get to come back and say sorry. No. No.
I'm in sus team for the third movie. What is,
Zabby agrees with me.
Zabby is
Like,
a
the ending is
robot.
decent. Okay,
So,
but
like,
Zabby's also very big brain.
Not right now.
Yes, right now.
See,
Zabby's always big
Cinder
brain.
doesn't agree with Zabby.
Well, Cinder's wrong. For once in his life, Cinder is wrong.
How dare you?
How dare I?
Yeah.
How dare you?
No. How dare you?
Yes.
I know. Anyway, I thought there'd be more questions, to be honest with you. I did see some questions, but I don't remember. Do we think? No.
No. Yeah, no.
Not really. I mean, I think, and then it just gets like too much. So I'm like, turn brain off.
See now, I tend to have like 100 thoughts going at the same time that like all of the thoughts are like too loud that I can't hear any other thought.
Night, I think that will be a good
Yes,
idea.
Probably.
I think that would be a
both
good
of us will
idea.
probably do that.
But I really like TBD. I really think we should like fight
Yeah.
for rights on that one.
Oh my god, do you think... Oh, that was a good one. Like, if, like, the podcast name is Do You Think? No.
Oh my god, that's
think that'd be
funny. Night,
funny.
you need to send this to us. That's what you need to do. I don't know how there's 11 people in here. I mean, I guess, hold on, how many? Okay, I got 20 subs, so that makes sense. Okay. You'll try to remember. Well, I'm sure we'll be in VC after this. So.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm actually gonna.
Speaking of VCs, I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so I can stay up late.
Oh my gosh, you know what I'm gonna do tonight?
What?
I'm gonna have a forbidden gummy.
Oh my god.
I like to do it at
This is
least
why
once
we-
a weekend. But I decided to wait.
No, we need to talk about Pico Park the next time we do one of these.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Talk about the forbidden gummies.
We need to do that, and then we also need to bring up Funeral Grey too. That one was another one I'm excited about, but we'll leave it for next time. It's okay, we'll remember.
She hates me!
But it's so good. It's so good. But we
God,
got through 1, 2, 3 out of 6 segments. And then I've come up with 1, 2, 3, 4 other segments that we can talk about. So I'll chat with you about that later, because no spoilers, guys, for TBD.
I also thought of another one, so I
Awesomeness.
will tell
Okay,
you about that
chat.
later.
I'll give you 1 more minute to ask any questions. Otherwise, I think we will start to wrap this up. While that's happening, let me see who's live. Why? There are a lot of people live.
Yeah, if you can't find one that you want, I've got a couple.
Let's do someone you know. Just send it to me.
Okay, how are you feeling? Do you want somebody, small?
Surprise me.
Okay. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna send you the link. Really quick. This is somebody who I have personally rated before. So,
Big yawn.
they're pretty cool.
Awesome. Oh, I have my mouse over like with Discord and it's on your face. I'm gonna boop your nose. Boop.
Oh, thank you for the boobs. Can somebody give me a little head, like a little head pat? Like, do I deserve head pats?
Is this good?
I think I deserve head pats.
Oh, is that good?
Well, I
Originally
can.
right there.
Well, the thing is that I can give myself head pats.
I'm giving you head pats.
I see. my god, I forgot. I turned off the hotkey for it. Never mind, I can't.
That's okay. Okay, chat, we're gonna raid out. Tiana, if you want to self-promote, either like vocally in chat, put some links, you're more than welcome to.
I will briefly.
Let me do mine real quick while you're getting those. I have a tickety talk for funny moments when and if they happen, which I don't know why, but my past 2 TikToks over the past like 48 hours have gotten 2 views, which is very weird to me, but whatever. I have a YouTube, which is where all the VODs of this will go, so make sure you check that out. I have a Discord because I have a lot going on, and that's where I keep everyone updated. Wishlist, self-explanatory. And I have a Twitter for my innermost deep personal thoughts. You just need to get me like Toothless the Dragon IRL, and then I'll be happy with life.
I do want to say briefly before we raid that this is one of the people I have raided multiple times. This is Justerfly, and she uses she/they pronouns. So please keep that in mind and be respectful of that. I just want to add that in. But yes, I hope that you guys enjoyed the first sort of segment podcast episode. Yes.
I think it went very well.
Sorry for all of my
besides the past like first half hour.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Do you want to put any of your socials in there or anything?
Hang on. I guess like if for some reason you would like to see a bunch of art that I have commissioned of myself, you should check out. I lost the tab. Where are you? There you are. You should check out my Twitter. My Twitter's pretty cool. I haven't
just a little bit
anything in days, but
it happens.
You should check it out. If you want to follow me on Twitch, why?
I don't know. I don't know. I think Tiana is kind of cool, so I definitely think that you should definitely check Tiana out. Like just a little bit though, just a weensy bit.
I mean, like I don't know. If you like cat girls and VTubers, you've come to the right place.
And DG Water.
Oh yeah. Thank you for like specifying DG Water.
I think it's really funny, and I had to bring it up.
Okay.
Let me start the raid. If you are subbed, which I feel like everyone here should be. Go ahead and copy and paste this. If for some reason you're in here and you're not, go ahead and copy and paste that. Why are you here if you aren't? I'm joking. I'm joking.
Why are you here?
Who are you?
Like, who are you?
But yes, please copy and paste the raid message. Let's go show all of the love. Thank you.
You should also raid so you can get an extra 250 ham treats.
It's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, thank you oh so very much for tuning in to this very first episode. I appreciate everyone just being in here. I was expecting for like no one to be in here and for Tiana and I be like, oops. But I think this was pretty successful, minus the technical difficulties, because I feel really bad about that. For Tiana, I'm not saying like, oh my gosh, Tiana, like how dare you? I feel bad that it didn't work out.
Like, it happens sometimes. You know, you're a VTuber, everything works poorly.
I gotta go to my ending screen right now because otherwise it's gonna be too late. Goodbye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.